That maybe surprised the Chinese, because maybe they did not think of such a strong reaction from us. And if it had to be done physically, we had to cross over and go to the territory which was of Bhutan and not us. And once they occupied Jampheri Ridge oversees the entire Siliguri Corridor. This time it was a little more aggressive. These were hints that maybe something could build up. But that fine day morning, and I should share it with you on 16 June, early morning report, 6 o'clock, everything was fine. As a DGMO, every morning and evening you get a report from the duty officer from what all is happening on the Indian borders. Is there a situation of crisis and all? There was nothing. But when I walked into office and reached there by 9, there was my colonel standing, telling me about something which has happened, that troops have collected, there's a dozer, and maybe they have some intent of making a road. In another half an hour, one was told that they are now planning to make a road which will come to the Jampheri Ridge. And what that does mean is, Jampheri Ridge is a ridge which oversees the Siliguri Corridor. Now, it was a decision to be taken. Do we stop them? Do we talk to them and send a message and all? The fact was, if they had changed the fact on the ground, the fact on the ground is if they had rolled a road, all other things would have been. I walked over to the chief, of course, and fortunately, we had a chief who had the ability to take high risks and be decisive. And now there was the decision, how we have to stop the Chinese. How do we do it? And stopping the Chinese was to stop them physically from using that dozer to make the road with those troops. Sure. And if it had to be done physically, we had to cross over and go to the territory which was of Bhutan and not us. Made the decision.
But Bhutan is a friend.
Bhutan is a friend, but it was the Chinese were doing this activity technically in Bhutanese territory.
Yeah.
But their action mattered to our security. They were changing a norm which had been there. And of course, we took a decision, went across. The Chinese claimed 270 troops along with dozers came and stopped them. But yes, we did send troops who physically stopped the dozer from moving. Now, there's a very interesting story.
Explain the physically stopping, sir.
Troops came in and came very close to them that they could not move forward. Now, here was something for us which was a challenge, that they have dozers to clear and make a road, and our people were there, only human beings, to physically stop it. If somebody had decided to ride the dozer over,
raise the bulldozer over them, then?
Yes. Fortunately for us, on our side we were constructing a road and we had dozers. So the first, not tanks, not guns, but it was the two dozers who went across and got face to face with their dozers to stop them. So it was Border Road Organization dozers were there, fortunately, and we decided to use them in an unconventional manner to put them across. In fact, the first photographs Chinese put across of Indian aggression, where they said this is our area and these dozers have come to on our side, we had done it. And that is how we physically stopped. That maybe surprised the Chinese, because maybe they did not think of such a strong reaction from us. And then on, of course, 72 days of confrontation, a line of troops from both China and India standing eyeball to eyeball, 24/7 for 72 days.
Explain to us, sir, had they built that road, had they built that road, how would it have altered India's security interests? Number one. Number two, if we stopped them from building that road, had we took a decision that we will go and stop them at that time. If we had not, what would have happened?
Okay. Now, the Chinese had built a road to a point which was short of about 2 kilometers from the Jampheri Ridge. There is Amochu, there is a Nala. Short of that, this was the point where they had made it over the years. It was by salami slicing. Little and little going ahead into the territory, which was not theirs, but was Bhutanese, and they were claiming it was theirs. Now, if they had ultimately made this final connect and connected it to the Jampheri Ridge, they would have easily been able to bring troops to Jampheri Ridge, logistics and troops. And once they occupied Jampheri Ridge oversees the entire Siliguri Corridor. It would have been a huge vulnerability for us. Siliguri from there is 80 to 100 kilometers, but visually China would be able to see that and dominate it. So it was very, very important for India's security to draw the red line, which we did, and stop them.
You said the Chinese were surprised by our response. Was there a moment that you or anybody on the Indian side hesitated in taking such a strong stand? Because we acted against a bully, and you call out the bully and you stop the bully, and that's the only way to stop a bully. But we'd never done it before.
So, firstly, this decision was not taken in emotion. It was a cool, calculated decision. But yes, the risks were there, and the risk was that we could have gone for a skirmish or a war. But what was at stake? The security of the entire Siliguri corridor. And most fortunately, for the chief and for us, there was political clarity. They had given us the freedom to do what we had to. Unlike what people may believe, we did not take permission and then send troops across. We sent troops across and then told our political masters, we have done it, and they supported us to the hilt.